Hello, my name is Alan Kim. I am also known as the Galleon, and I will be casting this game between the Protoss player, JTJDT, also known as Joseph. I'll call him Joseph because I don't know how to pronounce his ID there, versus Keith, also known as Tiganos, in the upper right corner as the Red Terran. We have Protoss versus Terran here on Alterzium Stronghold, a really huge map. Now, before I get into the details of this game, I want to talk about this tournament that we're holding right here. This is what we're calling the ASL, or the Apple Starcraft II League. This is an internal tournament of us Apple employees, and we're just a bunch of people working for Apple and enjoying Starcraft 2. So if you are, I'm casting this mainly for the participants of the tournament, but I'm also going to post this publicly on my YouTube channel so that anyone can watch and see what is going on. Anyway, what's the prize for winning first place? I'm not really sure. I am one of the competitors in this tournament, and maybe I will cast some of my own games in the near future. So right now we see the Terran player Tiganos. He is starting off with the standards supply depot and barracks. I'm not sure when he started that refinery. It seems like after the barracks, so I think this is a pretty standard opening. He's sending out a scout SCV in order to look for his opponent. Meanwhile, Joseph down in the lower right corner has not started his gateway here. Instead, he's going for a greedy nexus first. Now, on a map like this, I think going greedy is okay because you have your main base here. The ramp into your main is very easily defendable, whereas your main natural expansion here is completely closed off and easily defendable. That's why you can probably go with a Nexus first build and get away with it against any early aggression. So we see Keith here, Tiganos, my bad. Tiganos is starting off with a Reaper opening. This is to help him scan and also do some early harassment. The Reaper, I expect, will do a ton of damage against this very greedy Nexus first opening. So we see from Tiganos' point of view that he knows his opponent is not in the upper left corner, not in the upper right corner, so he's going to send his Reaper into the last possible place that his opponent could be. Meanwhile, Joseph has scattered out the lower left corner, did not see his opponent. Let's look at it from his point of view. He does not know where Tiganos is, and that's very unfortunate because Tiganos, his Reaper, just showed up and is going to wreak some havoc on the probes. Now, what does he need to take care of this? Well, he's getting a Zealot out. Of course, that Zealot will never catch the Reaper, but if Tiganos continues microing it, then his intention will be diverted toward keeping his Reaper alive. As you can see there, he did not micro his Reaper in time, so he took a lot of damage there and is forced to retreat for the time being. So that was repelled. The Protoss player, Joseph, he really needs a Stalker in order to truly be safe from that Reaper. But as of now, the Reaper's just sitting back here, just waiting to heal up because he's got those combat drugs ability. And once he is fully healed, well, he's fully healed now. And once Tiganos can get back to him, he will send him back in for more harassment. Let's look at the APMs of these two players right now. Tiganos, he is going at 78 APM, and Joseph is around the same APM. So, in terms of micro, in terms of APM, these two players are relatively even. Now, I do know that Tiganos, the Terran player, is a league higher than Joseph, but we'll see how that turns out in a match like this. So there it is. There's the Stalker that will drive away the Reaper. And in the meantime, you see that Tiganos, the Terran player, has built a bunker in his main, So he's safe from any early aggression, and he has already built his expansion in his pocket natural and is summoning mules and building more SCVs in order to mine that out. So we have a pretty good macro game after an early Reaper opening from Tiganos and the greedy Nexus first opening from Joseph. Tiganos' Reaper is once again doing some harassment, actually doing more scouting than harassment. Now he's going after the probes like he should be. What does the Protoss player have in his base? Oh, I missed that. There was a mothership core up in the upper right. That's why Joseph was not paying attention to the Reaper, because he was busy microwaving his mothership core. Meanwhile, oh, good surround by the probes. They take out that Reaper, and now both harassments have been repelled. Oh, I see that the mothership core has been killed off, probably due to the bunker. Maybe the mothership core just ran over it. I'm really sorry I missed that happening there. But seems like the game has stabilized back into the normal two-base macro play. You can see that Joseph is going for a robotics bay. Meanwhile, Tiganos seems like he's expecting continued aggression, maybe some Blink Stalker play. I'm not sure if he knows what's coming. That's Joseph's vision. Let's see Tiganos' vision. He does not exactly know what's going on. He's keeping his orbital energy low because he wants to get those mules out, of course, but eventually he might want to start scanning here and seeing what's coming up. Wow, there's 3, 4, 5, 6 gateways here, and a robo facility being chrono boosted, but with no Colossus coming out as of yet. There you go, there's one Colossus. He's going to need to start that extended thermal lance research pretty soon. Meanwhile, in the Terran space, he's researching combat shields. He already has stem done, and I don't see... Okay, there's more barracks coming here. There's one engineering bay, but I don't see any other upgrades being researched right now. So Tiganos is sending out his Marines and a medevac. That's actually a pretty scary army, especially with stem. He will be up against just 2 sentries and a Colossus with extended thermal lance not yet done. Let's see if the Protoss player sees that. Oh yeah, he does. He's got a perfectly placed observer, and now he's going to be preparing for the aggression. Meanwhile, Tiganos is waiting on more reinforcements, a couple more medevacs, and of course another Marine here. And he scans the entry to the main, sees that there's no way he's going to get in there, so he loads up his medevac, goes right into the natural, sees that there's a couple of cannons there, and is forced to back away. So we've got a pretty tense standoff here. Tiganos right now, he's got map control. I'm not sure what he's going to do with it. He'll probably just continue the aggression. No, he's pulling back, and may live to fight another day. We'll see what's going on. Meanwhile, he's expanding behind us. I like this. Since he knows he has map control, he feels safe to build a command center. What I would have liked to see from Joseph, the Protoss player, is somehow sneaking a probe, and what do you know, he is indeed sneaking that probe out. Unfortunately, this probe is going to have a real bad day when he runs into these Marines here. I'm not sure if Joseph sees that. Unfortunately, he's the victim right now of a huge drop in the natural. We'll see if this does any damage. He's sending in his Colossi. Oh, he's got 2 Colossi already. And look at that Colossus going to town. He's already got 7 kills before he goes down himself. So, right now, that drop really didn't do anything. Just maybe picks off a Colossus. And let's see the probes that were lost. Tiganos has killed 10 probes, but that was probably due to the Reaper, and maybe a few other probes lost. Let's see the units lost here. Right now, Joseph is behind in units lost, but that drop was pretty scary. It could have done a lot more damage. And we're seeing the follow-up counterattack coming up right here. Let's look at the upgrades. We have 1 attack only for these Stalkers, and we have some sentries and zealots coming in to support. However, he just got a Colossus out of position. those Vikings did their job. Well, they didn't really need to do their job because the bio caught the Colossus out of position. Here we go. Here's an engagement here. Some interesting force fields here. More. I would have liked the force fields to be behind the army here instead of in front because they actually don't do anything in order to separate out the army. And unfortunately, that was a real bad engagement for Joseph. Tiganos, seeing that he's ahead here, is moving out with his Marauders and Vikings. But the Zealots come in, and they'll probably get cleaned up. Well, we'll see if they do or not. Meanwhile, here's another Colossus. Poor guy's gonna be killed off by these Vikings, unfortunately. And so far, things are not going well for Joseph. In fact, he's down to 60 supply versus 120 supply. So this is probably gonna be GG very soon. I should probably hide this timer here, but I don't think it really matters. You can always look at how much time is left on the YouTube video here. But you can tell, even with those bad engagements, that Tiganos is in the lead, and he's building upon that. He's got double the supply of Joseph, and although Joseph has some defense here, his 3 Stalkers, 3 Cannons, and 1 Colossus is not going to do anything against a mass amount of Vikings, these Marauders, and the Medivacs. So, looks like we're just going to see things finish up here. You see Joseph is pulling his probes because he knows that he's got pretty much nothing left. And with this, I think it's going to be GG pretty soon. So game 1 going to Tiganos. Pretty well played. I think Joseph had lost probably because of some bad rally points in him. And I think a pretty bad engagement up here as well. Excuse me for a sec. He loses his 3rd here. You see Zealots coming out. They have Zealot charge, but I don't think they're going to be enough here, especially with all the Medivacs healing here. There's 1-1 upgrades versus 1-0, and you see a little bit of stutter step micro from Tiganos. So it's only a matter of time here. Yeah, I would say this is a pretty good game. I like the matchup here, Terran versus Protoss. Usually the Terran player has an advantage in the early to mid game. Ooh, that one cannon took out the Medivac with low health. So I like this as well. Tiganos loaded up his Medivacs and elevated up into the main, where the rest of his army is down in the lower ground, where the Zealots cannot reach. Stalkers can and Colossi can, but right now there is a Colossi out. There's one that's coming out really soon, but the Vikings should take care of that really quickly. Well, unless the Vikings land, but I don't think it really matters at this point. So as I was saying, I think this is a pretty good game. I think Tiganos played this really well, and he's off to a great start here with 1 game up on this best of 3 versus Joseph. So I'm going to fast forward here. Hope you like this game. I know I enjoyed casting it, and game 2 is coming up really soon. Once again, my name is Sigalian, aka Alan Kim, and I'll be signing off. Thanks for watching.